Mike cut off one side of the bucket. He filled it with seawater. Then he covered it with plastic wrap. He placed a metal can inside. He set a heavy object right in the center of the plastic wrap. When the sun turned the seawater into vapor, the droplets would drip into the can. Once the can was filled with fresh water, Mike drank it eagerly. With this simple device to collect fresh water, the water shortage was solved. This ensured he wouldn't die of thirst. He then turned his focus to the food problem. Mike pulled out his fishing line to catch some fish. Just then, a cargo ship appeared on the horizon. Mike quickly fired a signal flare, waving his arms and shouting for help. But the cargo ship didn't notice him at all. It passed right in front of him, and he was powerless to stop it. In frustration, he tossed the flare stick into the sea, then sat down in despair. At that moment, the fishing hook jerked. Mike carefully reeled it in. But the fish on the hook was suddenly devoured by a shark, and beneath the lifeboat, a swarm of massive sharks circled. Mike hid inside the lifeboat, not daring to stick his head out. That night, Mike was startled awake by a loud noise. It was another cargo ship. He quickly grabbed the signal flares, firing 2 in a row. Even though the light was blinding, it still failed to draw the crew's attention. He had missed yet another chance. By now, Mike had been drifting at sea for 7 days. He had no food left to eat and could only survive by drinking fresh water. From time to time, he pulled out the sextant again. He discovered he had drifted far off course. This meant his odds of seeing another ship were now very slim. Mike fell into total despair. He took out his notebook. He wrote his final words on the pages, then sealed them in a bottle and threw it into the sea. He wondered which lucky stranger might find it. But later that night, a bright light suddenly appeared offshore. His signal flares were already gone. So Mike tore out a few sheets of paper, placed them on a bucket, and set them on fire, hoping the flames would catch a ship's attention. He thought the fire wasn't strong enough, so he threw the entire notebook into the blaze. The flames spread quickly, and the lifeboat itself caught fire. Mike had no choice but to leap into the sea, staring helplessly at the sky. He was both furious and hopeless. In the end, he stopped struggling and chose to face death with courage. Just as the ocean was about to swallow him, a ray of light shone across the water's surface. Mike felt hope return, and with his very last ounce of strength, he swam upward desperately.